you're gonna have a fun time with that. Come on.
No.
He's cool. He's friendly.
I'm shy.
He's friendly.
I know he's friendly.
He's not gonna be making sense anyways. He's gonna be talking about.
He's watching us big time.
He's gonna be talking about blue paint and shit.
What about marijuana? What about marijuana?
He likes to smoke weed. You want to get high with him?
Huh?
He smokes weed. You want to get high with him? I swear to God, he smokes weed. I mean, he doesn't call it weed. He says he'll hit your cigar, but he hits it like a damn blunt, and he knows how to fucking hit a stinger. You know,
see,
like
that's not fair. Are you telling me that you give this guy marijuana without him knowing it's marijuana?
He knows it's marijuana. The motherfucker hit the roach like this. He knows it's marijuana.
How do you know that if you've never actually told him that?
Because he knows how to smoke weed. And apparently he doesn't know what it is. Like, you know when someone's experienced with marijuana, they have certain mannerisms associated with that habit.
I just feel like maybe he just didn't know, and maybe you should let him know that, or he shouldn't assume
he knows
that.
It's pot.
How do you know?
Because it smells like damn pot.
Maybe he doesn't know what that smells like.
He's experienced, is what I'm trying to tell you.
The experience doesn't count because he doesn't know it by definition of that's exactly what it is.
He wanted to hit it.
It's the principle that you didn't let him know. Like, that's like saying, like, if you're holding crack cocaine
but he keeps coming back, so he likes it.
That's still kind of messed up.
No, it's not. Shut up. He needs a little break, man.
You're in denial, dog.
It's all good. He had a good time.
You don't know his story, though. What if that
I was trying to learn it. That's the point.
You're trying to what?
Learn it.
Learn his life?
No, not his life. Just like his brief story. I know a little bit about him.
So you cheated.
From what I've tried to...
So you paid the price of paying him in marijuana to learn it.
I mean, he just told me a little bit about himself. It's hard to understand him if he's not high.
If I was you, I just feel like I would like...
Like, his mind calms down quite a bit. He's pretty chilled out.
I understand, but for me, it would be etiquette that I would have to let the person know, like, wait a minute, you know this isn't weed, I
definitely said that. I definitely said this isn't a fucking tobacco. Like, he just doesn't register things you say to him. Like, he does, and then he'll be like, oh yeah, no, this is like blue paint from the fucking whatever, it's like, he just says some randomness, and he's talking about blue paint. Blue paint from the fucking, he'll be talking about Tom Selleck on the shelf in the grocery store, and fucking
Who's Tom Selleck?
Michelle Pfeiffer was on sale. Did you know Michelle Pfeiffer was on sale? Like, he'll be saying shit like that.
What does that mean, Michelle Pfeiffer was on sale?
Celebrities and shit, like, yeah. Celebrities from his time, Boca Raton, blue paint, just randomness.
What are you saying, blue paint?
This is things he says.
He's trying to communicate stuff.
I think he was painting his apartment. He was painting his apartment at the time.
Is his apartment blue?
It might be now. If it isn't, I don't want, it probably is blue.
Blue means truth.
Oh, I'm rolling a blunt. I need some table and... Come on.
So there's a table. You want to go to that table over there?
Yeah, he's over there. Let's go talk to him.
Alright, wait, slow down. Alright, I know I already did this, but, just give me, one more minute. Alright, let me put my shoes on. I'm eventually going to have to urinate, just so you know, too.
Okay.
I've been holding it. That's also, I guess, another reason why I'm in for my vehicle. I got so much work to do. I'm overwhelmed with all the work that I feel like I have to do. At the same time, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be writing a paper, and it's 250.
You're supposed to be writing a paper. How long does this paper need to be?
It's 3 pages long, and it's
shit.
And it's due.
What piece of art did you see? There we go.
I don't wanna. You making talk about the art piece?
Yeah, what piece of art did you see? By who?
I don't know his name actually.
Is it a current artist? Is it a new piece?
No, it's...
Where did you see it?
Yo, let me write shit down real quick.
These are all important things. All this stuff right here.
I want to ask if it's
like a
new.
Whole page.
I know, right there. It's not new. Hold on. I don't. Fuck. What?
Do you need utensils?
I have utensils here somewhere. Okay. I'm just
I know where mine are.
Whatever. I know where mine are too.
Oh, I gotta show you this thing I have. The tablet. I gotta show you this. You're gonna love it. Because you're a student now. I swear, you're gonna fucking love it. It's a utensil. It's for learning. It's fucking, you gotta see it.
I got it. You have to respect your mom's sacred space. She's sleeping right now.
She has headphones. She has earplugs in.
I don't care. You're acting like that changes anything.
Because she's sleeping.
Let me ask you something. If you're sleeping in a room and you got earbuds in and I come into the room, Are you gonna sense me coming in? Are you gonna feel me? You think you'll feel me?
I usually don't. I mean, I got used to it in rehab, honestly, because I always had like 4 roommates.
I never got used to it. I'm hypersensitive. I feel everything.
I mean, I was too. Remember, like, someone broke into my house one time while I was sleeping. People, like, shit woke me up.
Because I know. Like, we know. We sense shit.
Yeah, no, but
We don't always know where it comes from.
I got to the point where I could ignore it.
Well, why would you choose to ignore that hypersensitive
I
gift?
had to, because I was their roommates for, like, 6 months.
So it's the shadow of the gift. I get it. Alright, is it new? That's definitely one. It's not new. It's not new. See, I love the... Oh, this isn't working. No! Hey, I have something for you if you want. I know what you want. I need light. Lights help. I can't see anything. I do want to try and talk to that guy. I definitely have to urinate. And I do have something to use that would definitely come in handy right now. Although, how do you know he's at that table?
What are we going to use that for? Oh, for all the one.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be obligated to go inside your house, though, if I have to use the bathroom. Otherwise, we're going to Lenny's or whatever.
Is birth control okay just chilling in the car? Does that not affect it? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm looking out for you.
I know. I don't know. Yo, did you know I bled for, like, multiple months? I almost want to say, like, 4 to 6 months. I fucked up my birth control.
How would I know that?
I know. I'm just letting you know. I did announce it, to be honest. I started bleeding for like multiple months straight. I want to say like 3 to 4 months or something.
Like nonstop.
Like yeah, like bleeding.
How's that possible?
My birth control. I had to get on birth control in a certain aspect, like take it at a certain time, or like it's hard to explain. But basically, birth control like it regulates. Is this a medical thing? I guess I don't know. It's solar. They say sacral chakra.
It fucked up your hormones or what? Like you.
I did. I want to say that I was.
How long you? I know you've.
I was taking the pill the wrong way. Like, I wasn't taking it at the same time every single day.
That's the thing?
I would miss some days, too, and then pop 2, and then...
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're being irresponsible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they made me bleed forever.
But you're good now?
Yeah, it was really traumatic, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no doctor knew what was wrong.
Well, we could talk about this kind of shit. How is this possible?
Because we're home dogs, man.
Yeah, but it's like fucking crazy. Because it's been so long. It's like, is this happening here?
Yo, I told you, man, we're fam no matter what fucking goes down. Plantation's life. Yo, oh man, I know it's small mind talked about people, but man, it's so crazy. Like just to think about all the different people that we have experienced together. Like yeah, Cheech and Spike and Pirate Ryan, Cassie, like Cassie's brother.
She still hates me to this day.
It seems like she hates me too.
Yeah, what'd you do to her?
I didn't do anything to her. I don't think.
Word?
I don't even know if I want to know what you did to her. Hey.
What? I can talk about my life, but just because someone's all big and famous now.
I'm not famous at all, bro. I'm not. No. Although, I mean, it's funny. I mean, for bringing that, we're talking complete light on that. At the same time, yes, I did totally have a relationship with Cassie.
A little bit.
A little bit. I mean, it's not like.
It was one of your first.
Yeah.
Right? This was your first experimentation into that gender, right?
No.
No. One of them.
No.
No. What about these? Because I remember Alyssa.
No. I never did anything with Alyssa.
No.
No.
Well, she was the first one I met. I think. Right?
Oh man, I can't believe we're talking about all the chicks right now. Alyssa, Marissa.
I'm just saying. She was the first
Cassie.
one, right? Alyssa.
I don't know the names of my first women because it happened when I was a child. Like child.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never told me this.
Yeah, dog.
You never told me anything about
I know.
This is new.
I know.
How's that?
I got a theory, dog.
Yeah, what is it?
I got a real fucked up theory.
Okay, tell me.
Oh, dog. and this is interesting to tell someone that actually like really knows me. Like you're definitely someone that I feel like that knows me more than like you and your mom are like the people that know me more than like everybody kind of thing. Man, I don't know. This is a really uncomfortable thing, and like I can't prove this. Okay, I almost want to tell a couple different one story before this. Okay. Or what I'll do is I'll tell you this story of how I know this or whatever. It's complicated how it all comes together. I mean, okay. Okay, so I mean, like, how am I supposed to say it? I mean,
What's that?
I think something happened to me sexually when I was a child. It didn't happen from my parents. I think it might have happened from an uncle, because I think that this uncle did something to my mom. However, I can't prove it. And nobody said anything. Mm-hmm. Okay? Though
How old are you?
Huh?
How old were you?
I was like 5, 6. Playing with like little girls across the street and like...
And do you say this because you have memories? Or because you have a feeling?
Memories. And these are legit experiences, and I have photographs of these people and stuff like that from childhood.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like, it's not like the kind of sexual stuff that you think about, but it's just like the overall picture that as a child I have stimuli, attention on the genitalia in some aspect, but like obviously in a sexual way of like, it's hard to explain. Really of the sexual energy that was coming about me.
You were a very sexual person when we were younger. Like, more sexual than, I would say, an average adolescent.
Well, supposedly that happens because of child abuse. Sexual child abuse. However, I could never prove that, but it would make sense. But the way that I came across it is actually, honestly, I don't know if I was smoking weed, but I'm telling you, I had some crazy visions that came over me when I started doing tarot readings at the museum. Something told me to focus on the most fucked up thing that ever happened in my life. And you wanna know why? Because I kept blacking out. I kept losing consciousness of certain things, and certain things it felt like they were being wiped away from my memory, that I wasn't allowed to have access to my own thoughts, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So anyway, in order to stop blacking shit out, I tried to focus on the most fucked up thing, because I was like, alright, if this is trauma, let's go in. So I go in. And
blacking out, like, when you're referring to that, you mean like...
I forget shit.
With the Michael thing. Like, how you didn't remember our
thank you. Yeah, I black shit out. But it can happen instantly. Exactly. That's a small example, but it comes in multiple forms, okay?
Oh, okay.
The blackout stuff. But I don't like pass... I mean, it's hard to explain. Just pretend like aliens take you away, take your body away, and take your consciousness away. When you wake up, you don't remember, and 2 hours have passed. And you realize the clock has passed, but you're like, wait a minute,
what's happened? Did you just use a metaphor on me in my own life to apply to my life?
Or to everybody's life?
Only because my story was kind of similar.
It's my story is very similar too, more than you know, which is why we were even able to talk about the aliens. I've been talking about aliens since we were a kid. I can show you my journals. Remember, I'm sure you remember something that your mom had read. I'm just letting you know that. So basically, I had some kind of altered state of consciousness, is what I call it, basically, where I go in a different place in my mind, or I can feel it in my body, where I go somewhere else, you can say, and it can happen on a conscious level, and sometimes I can put myself there or whatever.
Sure. People do that.
So I'm laying in the bed at the museum in the Lizzie Borden Bloody Bourgeois, and I'm going to bed.
What?
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden?
I'd have to show you pictures and videos.
What?
There's a whole... My bedroom was completely dedicated to and it had artifacts that supposedly belonged to her, and newspapers and all.
Your bedroom?
Where I, like, literally where the bed is, and where I slept at night, inside the museum. Yes, this is this kind of room.
Oh, so you just sleep in the museum?
Yeah, but basically I couldn't sleep. I'm awake inside the bed, and I'm like messing with my own head, going into my body, facing my own trauma, which the most darkest, worst thing about my life that I could remember. Huh?
How did you unlock it? Oh, you were just thinking about what the worst thing was.
I was tapping in. Yeah, I was going in.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm going in. Literally, I'm turning within. I'm asking myself certain questions. Okay. I'm going in. I'm facing my trauma. So I go in, and I go to the darkest experience that I've ever had in my life. And one of the darkest, it's the root. Okay, it's number one. There's two huge things that kind of happened to me that actually nobody really knows about, that you're actually just making me realize now, kind of saying this, which is awesome because it needs to come out in some aspects. So I had just done a bunch of tarot readings or whatever. I just met this amazing woman, and she just kind of like, she's connected to that. I just realized that that's kind of more further ahead. I'm kind of like nervous about this whole situation in some aspects. Because that's not that at all. As much as it's hard to turn in and reflect at exactly what's going on, because
It's complicated.
And it's very personal and intricate. It's very intricate. It's hard to come up with elaborative words that kind of express exactly what was going on inside.
You get lost in your own feelings.
I know.